how do you feel motherhood played into kind of your evolution as a woman?
Patience.
Mm,
And I mean, I I have struggled before having kids. Not, well, yeah, I'm gonna call it like it is, like judging other moms how things should be done. And
hmm
sometimes I still find myself doing it a little bit.
hmm
But what being a parent has taught me is that as long as you're doing your best and you're doing what's right for you in your family, in a loving, trying to create the best loving environment, that is all you can do. So it taught me not to judge other ways that people parent. Okay.
hmm
And then it taught me, like I said, patience. And I cannot control my children in the sense that you can guide them, you can set boundaries, but it's important to let them be them, meaning create an environment where, if they want to do this, like, do I want my kids in acting? Probably not, because I know what I went through. But
hmm
now my daughter's like, I want to be an actress. And I'm like, damn it, I can't control that. So I'm going to support her. I'm going to
Yeah.
support her. And so that is what it taught me, to always have an open mind. We are here not to tell them what to do, but to guide them, to teach them, and set the best boundaries to protect themselves, and
hmm
to be the best humans that they possibly can be.
When your children came into your life, do you feel like they kind of pressed on, areas and kind of places that you never knew, that like issues that you had to fix within yourself, things that you just never had the courage to even, face?
The big one is control. Like I said, I'm very type A.
Mm,
I am my cleanliness, a lot of people know that about me. Like, I like things very, especially during the whole COVID quarantine situation, I had to let that shite go. I
mm,
just had to let it go. So it really showed me how, one, I take on a lot of stress for no apparent reason. Like, which girl, what you stressing about? No one's come here. We're like, why does the house have to, like, relax? Relax. That's what I would tell myself. Tamera! Stop it. So I think that's a big one. I'm learning to kind of like I said, kind of like just go with the flow. And
mm.
in going with the flow, I feel like life is just so much better. And in the process, like, you enjoy it a little bit more. Like, you just
Mhm.
enjoy life. Let those dishes go. Let them go for a night. It's okay.
Mhm.
It's okay. So that's what I've learned. Yeah.
I wonder if you have, I always ask that, all my guests on my IG Live, I always ask, like, if you could talk to your younger self, what would you tell your younger self?
Girl, you're going to be all right.
Mm,
It's going to be okay. I achieved success at such a young age. I was kind of self-sabotaging myself in the sense that I was like, well, that's it. I did it. I did it at 21. That's it. I've lived life. So what else am I going to do?
mhm,
No. The joy of life, and I've learned this, it didn't always just be this way. Remember, I'm like 42. I've had some trials. Um, the joy of life is in the journey. If you
mhm.
allow it, it would be boring if it was the same. And let's be honest with ourselves. It was the same and happy all the time. Humans are, we're quite interesting. We wouldn't learn
Mm, mhm.
to appreciate happiness, right? You have to have been sad.
Yeah. I think life is that, delicate balance between being sad and happy. I
It's
100%.
not always easy when you're in it, but I find myself saying, what am I learning here? My
Mhm.
my therapist, and yes, I have a therapist. That's good too. Therapy is always good.
I love that. I love
Yes,
it.
don't be ashamed. I studied to be a psychologist, so I know what they do. It's such they're amazing individuals. If you find a really good one, she said,
Mm-hmm.
try to remember that life happens for you, not to you. So when
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, what is happening? What is what's happening to me? I'm like, whew, woosah, let's connect. Let's breathe through it. When we breathe through it, we can make that transition and be like, okay, what is life teaching me right now? What is this teaching me? And that is what parenthood has done. You know, when I
Mm-hmm.
have those moments where, and yeah, you have those moments where you want to cry. It seems like everything is going wrong. The kids are fighting. They are, just not listening. And you
Mm-hmm.
want to just like, ah! And in that moment, you're like, okay, what is this teaching me? Maybe it's your moment to teach your child, the power of a hug,
Mm-hmm.
or you patience, just like breathe. It's like only those moments, but that's what's been helping me.
Something that I really learned that helped me a lot is just like understanding that everything is like waves, like all these emotions and all these feelings. It's coming and it's going, but you have to let it come and go. You
Go.
can't try to like hold on to it. You can't try to stop it. That's just, this is it.
You're so
This is,
wise. The fact that you
thank
know
you.
that now, no, it took me years to learn that. It took
Mm,
me like turning 40 to learn that. The more you fight,
hmm.
it's just going to make it harder. You have to
Yeah,
like breathe through it, and your answer is on the other side. But you have to go
exactly.
through it.
Hmm.
So it's
So what do
very
you
wise.
feel like? Thank you. What do you feel like is what's your what is the future holds for you? Like, what do you see yourself
Oh
doing
my
in the next?
gosh. Okay. So I love wine. My husband and I, we
Me
we
too.
have a winery. So I have to send you some of our wine.
I would love
So
to try.
I'm telling you, we're very, very hands-on now. It's still my father-in-law's business, but he's getting older and he's like, I want you guys to have it. So we're kind of like going through the process, and I definitely see myself just literally tending the vineyards, enjoying, wine tasting with amazing people. I love people. I love meeting people. But at the same time, I love to produce and act. I
Mm.
love that process. I love seeing something from the beginning and seeing it, seeing the final product. Guess what, too? I don't think I'm done with being a talk show host. Like, I feel like, yeah, I loved just gabbing, like you see, I love to
Hmm.
talk. So, there might be something in store there.
I
Something
feel
different,
like
but
I feel like the
I,
world needs that. I'm not gonna lie. I feel it. You mentioned
oh,
it, and I
thank
was like,
you.
something clicked.
But no, I love to talk, and I'm not done with being a talk show host. I don't think I'm done.
I feel like you're only starting. I feel like just the
Right?
amount of lessons you're sharing and the way you
Aw.
carry yourself now and just, the power. It's very
Mhm.
difficult to kind of, through TV or through a screen to kind of share that power with people. And it takes a long time for someone to get to that point, and you're obviously there.
Oh,
And
thank
it
you.
will be so amazing to see you do
Oh,
that.
thank you. Yeah, so we never know. I'm just gonna put it out there. It might just be in a different form, but
Hmm.
yeah. So acting, um, maybe doing something with talk. Just being with my children. I see that as a beautiful, beautiful. Well, I say blissfully exhausting job. Um. Oh, writing a book. I'm ready to write a book.
That's amazing. What do you feel like it's gonna be about? Is it a little like memoir?
Maybe a memoir.
Hmm. Okay, so I mean,
Time.
we're gonna be hearing a lot from you. So everyone that is like stressing out that you left the reel, things are
Oh,
coming your way. That's
I
amazing.
claim that. I received that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to
Hmm.
see what the future holds.